All right, that's all I'm saying though. You know what I mean? I just had to prove a point because you sounded like you didn't believe me. Okay, but
No, no, I'm a believer.
yeah, you are. Yours, you're.
You just showed me the light.
Some
Praise the
people
way.
believe in Jesus Christ and never get, never have seen anything that like is like can be touched, tangible. You just saw it. Faith no more. Now you
Yeah,
know. It's a
let's not
fact.
relive that experience, y'all. We can just skip right over that.
Tremendous.
Oh, this is tremendous.
uh, so yeah, that was my first open mic here in the UK, and it's many more. I've already on the hunt for the next location's open mic. I'm gonna say it because I need some help. Those of you that are internet proficient, please look up Manchester, England open mics. They be there for the next week. I don't know what the fuck accent I'm currently saying, but we're gonna keep rolling with it, right? And Manchester, England, we're looking for some open mics there, and I would very much appreciate it. Also, after that, Essex, England, and then uh, I believe we go to Aberdeen, Scotland, and Belfast. Let's look up them cities real quick and help a poor
Hold on. We're gonna.
traveler with some information for those of you that happen to have a spare 5 minutes to do some Google searches. That'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, let
Don't
Ty
worry,
know about
I already,
any open
I,
mics there. Real
mm,
quick, brother. Hold on.
let's. We are going. I am going there. I'm going to Belfast. I'm going to be in Aberdeen. I'm going to be in Exeter and then Manchester. If you reverse the order, it's Manchester, Belfast, Aberdeen, right?
Yeah,
Exeter and all that. Are we just waving? Are you
I was
like
counting with you
you
as
were
you were
counting
saying
around?
them,
Okay,
being your
yeah.
cheerleader, like a good
You
partner should.
just threw off. All right. So the order of places, look them up. Open mics in England. All right. Count them out. All right. I'm in Birmingham right now. We're gonna call that zero because ground floor in England is called zero.
Yeah.
Okay. So floor number one is Manchester, then Exeter, which is number two. Number three is going to be Aberdeen, Scotland, and then we're going to Belfast, Northern Ireland, and then back to London. Look up those 5 places for open mics and help a fella out, okay?
Yeah. Especially if you're a fellow comedian. I'm sure Ty would love to talk with you. But it's
Mm-hmm.
super excited for you, man. That's quite the British tour, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm. And let's say we're not like Facebook friends or anything like that, or you happen to have Facebook. We have the Comedy by Coincidence page. Please post the information there. It would be much appreciated. And while you're there, maybe hit that like button. Maybe hit the subscribe on YouTube too. Help some guys out. It'd be awesome.
that would be awesome, dude. Always like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment because y'all just
All right.
y'all that shit, bro. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dude.
So, that was my comedy experience here in England. What are you bringing to the table today, Chris? Like, how have you been, man?
I've been okay. We recorded a fake demo
Ooh.
to hand out with all just original songs, like 6 songs deep, and we could have put 4 more originals on there, and
Mm-hmm.
we probably got like an hour and a half of material, so we're trying to hand that shit out to get gigs right now. So that's tight. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, outside of that, it's just been lessons and dealing with shit storms as they come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
St.
Um.
Louis drivers are just as terrible as always. So, like, it's yesterday it
Mhm.
rained. When it rains, everybody forgets how to drive. Have you noticed that? Like,
Not really either.
normal driving rules go out the window. Apparently, you know what I mean. I mean, you should definitely hear if you're tuning into this and you didn't know this. If it's raining out and you're driving, you should definitely add 2 extra cars of stopping distance. Okay, because people just be dying out here, man. Tailgating is terrible in this city. So like, it's raining. Everybody going 90 on them goddamn highways. They taking each other out, bro. It's unsafe, especially in a little red Volkswagen. That's all I'm saying. So, bitching about traffic.
Not to generalize St. Louis, but I mean that's a problem a lot of major city has. It's just when you have that many people in such a small space, somebody always has to be the asshole out there.
Yeah, and somebody's got somewhere that's super goddamn important, right? Worth getting other people dead over. But most times it's just as dumb as people just looking at their phones while they driving on the highway. You know what I mean? But it's what it is. Comedy news, man. You watched that Dave Chappelle special yet?
I watched the Dave Chappelle special. Yes, that's why I was like a bit nervous saying that open a joke of the podcast. That is a joke, ladies and gentlemen. I am not transgendered, but I did want to throw that joke out there because I thought it was funny.
Taisha would be cool.
I watched the special. I get what he's saying. Do you get what he's saying?
Yeah, I get what he's saying, bro.
I
also don't think the backlash should have been this fucking crazy because he did it pretty respectfully, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
It
wasn't really. You know what I mean?
I understand. He's just, in my opinion, in that special, Dave was pointing out the stark reality of the facts of that community, and that community seems to want to try and cherry pick and control how they're perceived when Dave is pointing out how they are created. Like they're skipping over the where they came from and developed to part.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that community at all. Just the trying.
Yeah, I feel.
You see how I'm trying to choose my words carefully,
Yeah,
not
you're
to
doing
offend
great.
anybody, because I love everybody, but it's like sensitive ears, man, sensitive ears.
Absolutely.
Or to quote Dave Chappelle, brittle ears, brittle ears. So it's just like some of it was funny, some of it was not.
Yeah, a lot of it felt like a TED Talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was like it definitely was 5 minutes of lecture and then one
per joke. Per joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a build up.
I'm in favor of any comedy that challenges the status quo and the right for it to exist. You know what I mean? So,
and it's one of those, like, you got to think most of the people that watch that special have never seen Dave Chappelle live.
Right.
Maybe they've never gone to a comedy show live, so they're missing a whole bunch of like energy in the room, environment, like seeing Dave live stuff. They're just watching it on a 2-dimensional screen. Most likely, if you're half deaf like me, with subtitles, so like it's not coming across exactly how it's supposed to because it's live comedy.
Because of the medium you're experiencing through. Yeah, totally.
Exactly. So it's for me, it's I go back and I watch what I feel in the open mics is completely different from what I see when I'm reviewing my tapes. Like what I see when I watch something. It might be an amazing thing if you're there live.
Yeah.
It might be the best special you've ever seen live, but it could be a TED Talk taped. It's just, I hate to say it. You pointed it out correctly.
So, my thing too, though, with comedy right now is like, it. Even let's go back a little ways. Let's think about the history of comedy. Comedians, the origins is in the court jester, right? Kings kept court jesters around because they, weren't afraid to point out the funny shit in life, no matter how bleak, no matter how fucked up, because
Mm-hmm.
somebody needed to. They poke fun at the king's decisions. They poke fun at the
Mhm.
people asking of the king, and it was important for the king to hear that. Okay,
Exactly.
in today's day and age, we want to censor every freaking thing, right? And make everything
Mhm.
politically safe, but in doing that, we're going to miss out on some facts there too, which is why I don't mind the special as much. You know what I mean? Because it makes people think. Anything, I'm in favor of anything that makes people think outside of their perspective for just a little bit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, being, I can tell you for a fact, being from the corporate world, because he recently just put out like a 5-minute clip at the end of a show that he did somewhere, and it was just like, he mentioned corporate interests and not being able to say whether or not they're your views, but you're not able to say anything about a certain community within the workplace. And pretty much only, it seems like only that community that you cannot say anything in the workplace, good or bad. It's just, it's there's an obvious censorship happening, whether it be self-imposed or superimposed. Um, I'm pretty sure that's not the right word, but we're
no,
gonna
you're
roll with
rolling
it.
with it. Mind you, there
Uh,
is a huge time difference, guys, between where Ty is and where I am, and we've had some trouble scheduling over it. But it's like
exactly.
10 p.m. It's probably 10:40 where you're at right now, and
It's 11:10
fifth.
right now.
Oh my god! And it's
But
like
don't worry,
5 over
don't
here.
don't mourn my sleep. We've chosen today correctly, my friend, because today is daylight savings day. I gain an hour today. That's where
That's sweet.
this podcast is on Halloween, on the 25th hour of the day. That's what we're calling it.
Tremendous, bro. Um. Well, any other comedy news you've heard of?
Uh Speaking, you mentioned comedy legends from back in the day. If you got Richard Pryor, and then you got what's his name?
George
I don't remember.
Carlin.
He was in the first Caddyshack.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
um, yeah, he was in the first Rodney Dangerfield, right?
Yeah.
You got that generation of comic, and then you go back even further. You have Lenny Bruce, who died from a heroin overdose in San Francisco.
Yeah.
He was like the first person to really start talking about religion and the court systems and social issues. But then at the same time, you also had Mort Saul, who like really dug into the political side of things. And Mort Saul happened to have died the other day at age 94.
Oh,
I
rest in peace.
imagine due to COVID complications, considering how we're counting deaths nowadays. But most likely it was in his old age.
Yeah. Rest in peace, dude.
Rest in peace to a good comedian gone.
We need those comedians to talk about like religion and politics and sex and stuff that challenges the status quo. Because otherwise, we're gonna get all, oh god, I'm gonna fuck up this name, but nilly vanilly on us. You know what I mean? Oh my god.
No, that's I would say that's a you said Millie Vanilla, right?
I've
Yeah,
fucked
okay.
that name
I'm
up
just
so
making
bad,
sure I
guys.
heard
I'm
you
so
right.
sorry.
Okay.
Dr. Evil's throwing me some looks over here. What is it? What's that?
What Ty said, Millie Vanilli.
It's
Milli Vanilli?
No, there's a great. I'm gonna look it up right now because I want to get the artist name right. There's a great song from the 50s, 60s, or 40s, 40s, 50s, or 60s. It's called Little Boxes. If we ever start a song of the week, um, thing,
Okay.
Little Boxes should be the song one week because I can't play it because
Yeah,
I
because
don't
we'll
want
get
to.
flagged. But what's
Yeah, yeah.
what's the lyrics?
But it's Malvina Reynolds. It's an old like country song, and it's
Let
little
me ask you, is it the
boxes,
theme from
little
Weeds?
boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes. I'm gonna find the lyrics for
Yeah.
this real quick. I'm in the
I want you
special.
to
This is a
spoken
rare.
word them instead of singing them,
Mhm.
because that'll be good.
Yeah.
Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous.
Uh,
This is tremendous.
Let me see here. Full lyrics. Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky tacky.
Right,
Little
it's the
boxes on the
theme from
hillside.
Weeds.
Little boxes all the same. Like
Yeah,
if you
but
don't
we'll get
talk
there.
about the issue, you end up in a little box, a little bubble, whatever you want to call it, and you end up and everybody around you is the same, and you're not getting a valid viewpoint on the reality of the world because my reality is different from your reality that's different from everybody else's reality.
Right.
How can you share the same reality, and how can you see the overall reality of what's happening if you don't see someone else's reality?
Right. It's also called managing perspective too. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But I see where you're going with this, bro.
I mean, if you want to use a 4-syllable word for it, then yeah, I guess you can say perspective. I I like short words. I'm sorry, everybody. Short words are fun and easy to
Yeah,
use.
yeah, tremendous. Mad love and respect, bro. Go catch Ty Young in Manchester, Essex, all over the
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking place. Birmingham,
Belfast.
Belfast. In the meantime,
Hmm?
have a happy and blessed Halloween, guys. You guys rock.
Are you trying to end this? I've talked this entire time.
I know
and
you killed
haven't
it.
told us how you're doing, man.
I
I
did
know
tell
you
us
got
how we're
pizza,
doing. I'm
but
killing it over here, brother. I'm rocking
you're
it.
doing good.
Paul Bunyan.
Whipping schlong and
I bet it's not Paul Bunyan. It's okay.
Well,
I'm
I
getting
mean,
terrible images.
from the size of your penis that you showed me earlier, Paul Bunyan is definitely appropriate. Let's put it that way.
You think that growth is normal though? Like, did you see what I was talking about?
Yeah, yeah. You should probably go to the doctor. I don't.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
a doctor. I don't know what I was thinking, bro. But okay. Hey, bro. Thanks for being here. You rock.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. We spare 1 second and mention our sponsor, which is Chris DavisMusicPro.com.
DavisMusicPro.com, bro. Go check it
Yeah.
out if you made it this far, you true savage. And if you made it this far in the podcast, man, go down in the comments and put hashtag true savage, dude. I want to see who's out there. All right, man.
Exactly.
Mad love and respect, dude. Happy Halloween. Go get some free candy of some sort.
Free candy or buy some candy. Either way, get that sugar on. What it's here for.
Get your sugar on. Let's see. Thanks, guys. You rock. Mad love and respect. I ain't got no candy for your ass. No
mad
dicks.
love, mad respect.
No dicks were shown in this episode. DavisMusicPro.com.